Aaron Rodgers looked to me like he was 25 years old again. It really is unbelievable. That I guess that's what helps when your Achilles is 1 year old, right? And you're 40, pretty much.
Yeah. You know, I forgot how much I loved watching that person throw the football. I everything about him when it comes to throwing the ball. I mean, you know, Aaron's probably one of my favorite players of all time. Personally, we, came out of school the same year and same draft class, played in the same division. Obviously, I got to see him play a bunch of times, and he's just one of my favorite people to ever watch throw a ball. And to not have it last year, and really not 22 because, he had the broken thumb, or not kind of who he is. I've missed it, man. And, you saw a glimpse of it week 1, and then another couple of glimpses of it week 2. And then, man, last night, him throwing the ball, bud, is just, he had one of the throws last night, and even my sons watching the game said he threw that one funny. And I said, he throws them all funny, dude. He does. So I think that was the best sign, is just watching him be able to place some of those throws, and the quickness that he did it, and the effortless element of doing it, man. It was really fun to watch.
Well, the thing that I saw that I thought was the best sign, other than he was spreading the ball around. I mean, he found his tight end. He found his third wide receiver. He found Garrett Wilson in the end zone as well. But on the run, the quintessential Rodgers out of the pocket dimes that you have to be concerned as a guy who's pushing 41 with a new Achilles. Would he still be able to have that part of his game? I'm wondering what you saw on that front, Dan.
Yeah, the throws on the move were remarkable, but I really never doubted that he would get back to a lot of that. I really didn't. I've always believed that you just don't doubt greats like this when it comes to their ability to do stuff. That's always been a part of his game. He takes really good care of his body. He's much healthier at 40 than most 40-year-olds on the planet. And watching like that throw that he threw to Rucker on third down, the throw that he throws to Garrett for the touchdown, probably the only person on the planet making that throw, maybe Patrick, maybe Josh, but making that throw and the way he did it, I think most guys would just throw that away. 99 times that might get picked for a 6, pick 6 the other way. So I love the fact that he moved the way that he did. I knew that the ball distribution would be there. Rich, I'd say this as just the treetop take of the offense through 3 games, fundamentally that this offensive line can pass protect. That, okay? That has been proven through 3 games. What I did not expect is they're running the ball relatively well as well. I'm not telling everybody that they're going to lead the NFL in rushing, but they're getting 5-6 yards a clip. And that's unbelievably beneficial for that offense. He said after the game last night, and when you watch the All-22, teams are very much so focused on trying to stop Garrett Wilson. The fact that Conklin steps up and takes advantage of that, the fact that Allen steps up and takes advantage of it, the fact that you have those 2 backs that are physical, Mike Williams winning one-on-ones, and then Garrett, when he's getting one-on-ones, winning. And that's mainly because Aaron can throw it wherever he wants. I don't know how you could sit back and not be encouraged. And, my question that I walk away from this morning is, what team in the AFC can that Jets team of last night not beat? There is not one. I'll give you the answer. There is not one team that they cannot beat.
I'll be honest. I mean, I still need to see it against the Chiefs if the Jets are so fortunate. And then the Texans, I'll say to you what I've been saying all week long. They look like the AFC 49ers to me, Dan. They look like a 49ers outfit, not just because of the coach and where he's from, but it just stars all over the lot on offense, thumpers on defense. And in the case of this Texans team, I keep saying this over and over again, and even though I love Purdy, but Stroud's on a different planet, sir.
Yeah,
so that's where I'd go on to answer your question there,
I would say this. I know that there's a bunch of really good teams in the AFC, but that Jets team could beat anybody. I'm not saying they will, but they can. You didn't know. it was a projection. Throughout the last 18 months or so, it was this projection of, yes, they can. That team that we watched last night, they can. They can beat anybody if they get that version of themselves. I'll touch on Houston quick. Rich, I took Houston to go to the AFC Championship in the preseason. I think they'll have the best D in the AFC. Them in Kansas City will have the best defense in the AFC. The physicality and the speed that they play with on defense is relatively unique to the league right now. Again, them in Kansas City. After 2 weeks, my concern with Houston is the offensive line in drop back pass protection. It's not been good. I'll go back to last season. I told everybody it was remarkable what they did. It was remarkable the season CJ had. It was a little bit of a mirage because he was ridiculous on third down. He made up for a lot of flaws that usually catch up to you. Week 1, they beat Indy. They don't beat Indy unless he makes 5 or 6 pretty remarkable plays with his feet. Last week against Chicago, only scored 19, and I understand Chicago's defense is good, but their offensive line, again, struggled in pass protection. That's my biggest concern with Houston. When they're not in their play-action pass game, when they got to drop back and pass protect, that offensive line right now is struggling.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.